All right, what's up, man? What are we doing?
So I have a couple of unique scenarios. So number one, I wanted to follow up with you about the deal that I submitted for Dispo last week. Because I don't know the Dispo process. I don't know if you need anything from me, anything on my side or on my end.
Hold
Um,
up 1 second. This one's under contract already, right?
yeah,
Is this Jackson Street?
yep.
Jackson Street, we have pushed. Everything looks good. We've got pretty good inquiries. Deal looks solid. We're just vetting people out right now.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So I have a lot of responses that are starting to come back. I'm not gonna lie to you, some that I forgot I even sent just because it's probably been a week or so, and I'm just sending out like like between like I just sent out 200 like this morning, so I just
All right.
fly. Okay, so I have a unique situation that just got presented to me like maybe 10 minutes ago, where they have a mortgage, right, and they
Okay.
have a HELOC as well, so it's a HELOC balance and a mortgage balance.
Okay.
So do I? Is this like a? And the realtor was upfront. She was like, "Hey, look, like these guys, they have another house and they got approved for another mortgage for another house. She doesn't know why they took out two mortgages, but it's starting to overwhelm them now, and they can't afford it anymore." So she sent me all that. She sent me all the information: interest rate, the HELOC balance, the HELOC payment monthly, the mortgage balance, and the mortgage balance monthly. Do I add both of them together and then, like, you know what I mean? Because she's like, if they can walk away with something, they'd be happy. If it's what's it called? If they but if they don't get anything, they're fine. Just the burden of the mortgage is what's killing them right now. Hello, you're muted by the way. Hello, yo yo, 1 2 1 2. Hello,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just now, but I didn't hear if you were talking beforehand. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, let's go ahead and I heard everything you said, but I was dying laughing over the hello, hello, check 1 2. Can you tell me your question one more time?
All right. So
So they
basically,
have a mortgage, they have a HELOC, they told you first rate, like, hey, here's the situation. They're overextending themselves, they can't afford it.
yeah,
Yes, the answer to your question is would I okay. Yeah, because the deal machine is not built for HELOCs.
right. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, do I add both balances and then both monthly payments and then just try to do it that way? Like,
Yeah,
because
I think that's the safest way to do it.
okay, cool.
Um, that'll be the safest way to do it. And if that's something that keeps coming up, then I'll
Right.
add another box that just has a deal
Yeah, I've
if it's
only
got
I've
this
only come across it in Texas for some reason, but it is what it is. But
everything's big in Texas, even the
yeah,
HELOC.
no bullshit. But anyway, so yeah, I told her I was like, hey, look, like this is probably gonna be one of those like homestead buyer situations where I
Hmm.
was like, look, I'm a wholesaler myself. I'll this is what I try to like. I'm gonna try to find a buyer for you and all that. So she's like, hey, look, man, like if I don't care, she's like, look, I want you to help in any way you can. We can find a buyer, great. If they can walk away with something, that's amazing. If they can't, that's fine. It just as long as somebody takes over the mortgage and all that. And so I said, hey, no worries. But this is the thing though. It's in New Mexico. Like, man, I'm telling you, I've sent offers anywhere and everywhere. So I'm getting stuff that's like that low key was before the whole like, hey, stay in a population that's like crazy, like a higher population. This is in New Mexico. It's not like in the middle of like a butt fuck nowhere, but it's also New Mexico. You know what I
That's
mean?
all right. I mean, hey, every state has their big market. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this: what's the exact cash on cash return for this situation? If you were to add
Um,
them all together,
I think it was like I'm not sure. I'm trying to because I'm telling you, like it was like
best
probably I
guess
was
because I know it's not good. So, what's your best guess?
cash on cash for my offer that I sent them was supposed to be like 14 or 15%. That's the offer they accepted. After
Hmm.
all of this, I don't think it. I don't. Let me check the rents because that's what I was doing before we got on the call. I was checking the rents because the monthly payment when I added it together for everything is like 25.38. So it's
Okay.
not gonna cash flow at all.
I see.
But the interest rate is like 3%. You don't really find that anymore. So it's like I'm just like,
What's the
okay, like,
condition of the house?
it's turnkey. Like the house is spotless, like nice.
I mean, as long as you set the proper expectation with the realtor, we can do whatever we can to help them and try
Right.
and push it.
And then that's what I told. I was like, listen, like at the end of the day, the biggest factor is cash flow. If it doesn't cash flow, it's gonna have to be a homestead buyer situation. I was like, look, like best case scenario is like we find somebody for it. You give me 2 weeks to at least try to find someone. Worst case scenario, you're still on the market. You know what I mean? It's like if you guys get other offers and you want to entertain them, by all means, go ahead. But you know what I mean? Like let me do my thing. Let me at least try it. I just need it locked up under contract before I could do anything. And she's like, that's fine. Just do what you need to and just get back to me. So just wanted to run it by you real quick. See, I'm gonna go ahead and do my due diligence right now, and then I'm probably gonna send him a contract, get him locked up, and then see what we can do.
Okay. I mean, it's as long as my biggest thing is that because we can't guarantee every deal is going to move.
Right.
Had it was like a 26% cash on cash return in is it Dallas? No, it was in Corpus Christi. It was in Corpus Christi, Texas. Like a 26% cash on cash return. Beautiful deal. Everything was phenomenal. It didn't sell.
Right.
And we were like scratching our heads over here like we don't get it. And that's when we realized, and this was a while ago, and we realized we can't make people buy. All we can do is give them the absolute best deal that we can that'll help the seller and also give the buyer a good deal. If we can make that connection good.
Yeah. And I figured as much, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like, that's just how it is, man. You know what I mean? Like I feel like me being in the industry that I'm in and working with insurance, it's like you come across cases where you think it's like, oh my God, like insurance is going to pay for everything. It's going to be a big contract. And then they don't pay for shit. So then it's like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. That's why I've learned to manage expectations. It's not like, oh, and besides me, I'm not like stupidly optimistic. Obviously, I'm a positive person, but I'm not like every single deal that I touch is going to turn into gold and it's going to make crazy money. That's why I'm sending so many offers. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, no harm, no foul.
Exactly. I memean, there are things in this type of wholesaling, or at least wholesaling this way, I should say,
right,
that will hedge your bets to give you a better chance of a conversion. But at the end of the day, this is the purest form of a numbers game that you can get.
No, 100%.
That's why we don't hide it from anyone.
And that's where I'm at. Like I'm sending out like a week probably right now. I'm averaging 400 to 500 a week. That's where I'm at. So I'm just
let me ask you a question if you don't mind.
What's up?
And it's me, so I want the good and the bad.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Yeah.
How's Deal Sniper working for you?
Amazing. Like I've had no issues. So there's gonna be some times where you put in an address and it's either address not found, 404 error, whatever the case may be. But that's very, very few in between. You know what I mean? I've had no issues with it. I've gotten now to a system where I have my prompts of like what, because the only annoying part is like obviously if you don't have the prompts already there, it's not a simple copy and paste. So I have a separate Google Doc of the prompt that I like to send out. So I take that, put in my offer, send it out. Like I've had no issues with it whatsoever. It's been like running smooth like butter.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Any bottlenecks that you're coming across, especially with sending out the amount of offers you're sending? Any issues there at all, or anything?
Honestly, not really. Not really. It's obviously I'm having full transparency. I'm just now probably this week is probably the first week where I'm hitting like those type of numbers. Everything beforehand was probably like, you know what I mean, like 100, 150, like your basic numbers, right? I've just been so bought into this. I'm just like, look, if this is a numbers game, then why am I not, you know what I mean, like sending out more, right? Higher probability of success. So that's just where I'm at. So I've just been doing little of anything else but sending offers all day, every day.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, I love the effort, and I like the fact that you're always bringing me unique situations, because if it's something that you're coming across, then everybody's going to come across it. So we can all learn at the same time. Yeah.
Well, God bless. Look, man, I appreciate your time as always, and I have a newfound appreciation for you, because it's like I know how many people you talk to. Over the weekend, there's a couple of people who reached out to me like directly and, hey, look, man, like we need some help, whatever the case may be. I'm like, hey, no worries, but damn, bro, it's just
I tell people there are people,
It's like,
members of my dispo team and members of my acquisitions team are in that community. And I
yeah,
tell them on every single one of our meetings, because they're all like me. They're just
right,
like me. They wouldn't be on my team if they didn't also have the desire to want to help people.
right.
That's what makes the best wholesalers, in my opinion, because if you can
Hmm.
put yourself in the shoes of the seller, then you can really understand, okay, what do they really need? And then you can go get it for them. And then you do the same
Right.
thing for the buyer. So I tell them all the time, look, I know you guys want to help. Don't do it, because the moment you start answering questions,
Oh,
everyone's going
believe
to start
me.
hitting you up
No,
for
no, no,
answers.
no. Believe me. Saturday, I didn't. I inadvertently opened the floodgates. Like bro. It's like a domino effect. You help one person, now everybody and their grandmother is hitting you up. I'm like, whoa. And some people take to it easy. Some people need a bit more time. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah.
You just, hey, just Sean, where's Sean at? Hey, Sean, hello, hello, are you
I'm
coming
telling
back?
you, Saturday was one of those days, man. I was just like, yo, like, I was like, do I even send this person your way? Because it took me like 2 hours, bro. Like with just one particular individual. Shout out to him, God bless.
Nah, it's, you know what? I thoroughly enjoy. I like when people get that aha moment.
Right,
When I can see
right.
that switch when they get it and then they start executing. Oh man, I love that.
No,
So that's why I
100%.
help people all day long. I
No,
don't care.
100%. And the thing is like for most people, they get it sooner other than later. You know what I mean? And some people, it's a matter of just because you have those people like, oh, has anybody closed any deals in this using this, or has anybody done this? And so there's people that are always teetering on the edge of like, do I keep doing this? Do I not? And so it's very what's it called, satisfying seeing when they're like, okay, like I can do this. Like this is not hard, and then it's
Yeah.
just got to keep it going.
Deals are closing. I actually have to start. I have people who are DMing me saying, "Hey, they got their deal." So, because not everyone dispos their deal through us.
Right.
Yeah, some of them have their own buyers, and they're like, "Hey, I got my deal sold. I got my deal sold." And I don't want that to be the ring the bell. I want the ring the bell to be for like newer people who get their
Right.
contracts out. So I'm going to
Exactly.
start another channel. It'll be like a testimonial channel where I have like videos where I'm actually
Gotcha.
interviewing people and seeing how much money they made on their deals and how it works and stuff like that. And you know what? That testimonial channel will even have complaints if they exist. I
Yeah.
want to hear it all.
Right. Right.
If there's an issue, tell me now so I can fix it. I want to fix it right now. Don't tell me when it's a bigger issue than I
Right.
think.
Right. Especially if the community starts growing even more, it's gonna get to a point where it's like, okay, like you guys need to let me know now before 20 or 40 or 50 or 100 people have the same issue again and again and again. And then it's like, okay, like we need to shut everything down and maintenance.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds good. Look forward to seeing you in the training. But yeah, I'm just gonna for Dispo, I saw that you updated the form. So just like I said, everything that I did last time was okay. Just a matter of going ahead and just filling it out, DMing it to you.
That's it.
Okay, got you. I got a couple your way probably here in the next couple of days.
All right. Sounds good, man. I'll
I
keep you
appreciate you,
posted.
boss. All right, bye.
See ya.